So if you watched some of my older videos, Helene kind of came through South Carolina, Georgia area and caused a lot of destruction. I've been busy the last, I think this is day 6 or 7 after the storm. A lot of cleanup, a lot of exploring, trying to get supplies, and we needed a break today. So I decided, let's go out and check out some of my favorite fishing holes and see what they look like. Before we get into today's video, I just want to give a quick update on the John boat. It is still planned. We still do. I have all the aluminum. I'm ready to start the build. But with the Helene coming through South Carolina and disrupting everything, basically the cleanup, family to take care of, and just trying to get back into that regular routine, I don't want to jump into the John boat right now until I can focus 100% of my attention on the boat, because I really want this build to come out decent, and I don't feel as if at this time I have enough time to devote to really doing the framing, because that's the meat of the boat here. I do plan to get back into this real soon. Until then, I appreciate everybody's patience. I apologize for not being able to stay consistent on the boat, but we definitely will get to it. I will get some videos up in the meantime just to keep the channel rolling. I want to keep that content rolling, keep consistent uploads. So until then, I hope you enjoy the video right now. The video today is going to kind of show you what we're dealing with, the aftermath with the fishing and everything else down here. It is going to take a bit before the community really does turn back to normal here. So until then, I hope you enjoy the video. So this one makes me really sad because we are at my favorite spot, Stevens Creek. Stevens Creek is a little offshoot of the Savannah that not a lot of people go to. Really good bass fishing here, crappie, I mean, you name it. But as you can see, I'm not getting into my favorite spot anytime soon. It's kind of back off into the backwoods. This is a public launch that's owned by none other than Dominion Energy, who obviously you know is extremely busy right now cleaning up the city of Augusta / South Carolina. So here's the very beginning of it with the downed tree. I'm gonna take a walk down to the boat ramp and see what it looks like down there. It's a little bit of a walk, but we're gonna make that trek, see what it looks like. Honestly, to me, it looks like somebody kind of cleaned up a little bit in here to get through the gates here. I bet you some of the locals, so they can get their ATVs down here. Man. If not for that one big tree, we would have been able to get back here, bud. We'll walk quick underneath that. You hear any creaking? Run. Hey, my wife will be happy the outhouse made it, so we have somewhere to go to the bathroom here. She's always concerned about a place to go to the bathroom on the trail, so woohoo! Place to go potty. Absolutely amazing. That's a big old tree. So the parking lot, really, the river has gone down quite a bit, it looks like. Another big tree down. So the cool thing about Stevens Creek here is that they do have the spillway. You can see it says it's 3/4 of a mile down. This sign is completely new too to Stevens Creek. This is the first time I've seen it. But there's a spillway at 3/4 of a mile down that controls the height of Stevens Creek right now. So I think that's one thing that's really kind of helping the fact that a lot of the flooding in this area. But you can see on the boat ramp here, it looks like the water may have come up to this level right here, because that, you can kind of see where the water, because a lot of these leaves are still there, but it pretty much, I'm pretty sure that this is where the water line was, is right about right here, which is super high for Stevens Creek. I mean, Stevens Creek, usually when I come and launch the boat, it's easily another 3 feet of ramp that you actually see exposed down there. And there's a big lip of mud right there that I guarantee if I stepped in that right now, it'd make a really funny video for sure. And I've done it before here too. That mud over there is just like stepping on ice. So the water was pretty high, but I would go out to say that that's where the water line came up to, which is just absolutely insane that the water was that high here. For now, I think Stevens Creek is going to be kind of off my list of fishing spots for a while, which is really sad because it's one of the nicer places around here. Not very well. Not a lot of people come here. The thing with Stevens Creek is it's a flooded forest area. So if you see out there all the wood, usually this area is there's a lot of stumps, a lot of trees in this area, which obviously makes it really good for bass fishing. There's a lot of places for fish to hide here. Like that stick you can see sticking up there, that branch, that's usually a fully exposed log that you can actually go up to. Well, that is how deep the water is, but taking a boat out here without a fish finder is kind of dangerous because there's a lot of submerged trees and logs that you can get hung up on. You have to know the channel to come out here. But it stretches this way. It's a good fishing that way. So if you were to go, I don't know if that's east or west, I lose my bearings here. Basically, if you take off that way, you get some really good fishing. And if you go off that way, you will hit the Savannah River. We'll have to monitor what Stevens Creek is gonna look like, but pretty sad. And I was excited too, because I think I mentioned in one of my other videos that I think it was my Langley Pond. When we were exploring Langley Pond, I said I like Langley Pond because they're the only ones that have a dock. Well, my favorite one looks like it's gonna have a dock in the near future. So when I get that bass boat finished, I will bring it here because I fish this a lot, so I know the safe spots to go in the bass boat. And I'm really excited with the pond prowler. I can't get too deep into the fishing back there because I don't want to push the range on my batteries. And to be honest with you, to get back that far, it would take me 45 minutes to an hour to really get back to where a motorized boat can go. So I'm kind of excited that this is going to be here. So maybe future videos, 6 months down the road when the bass boat's done, we'll do a video here and go down and check out some of the fishing down there. I'm going to check out a couple of the other areas and see what it's like. It'll only be a couple minutes for you, but for me, I got to go drive there. This is the second place I like to, well, really the third place I like to come fishing, but it's my second stop for today. This is Olmsted Lake, which connects up with the canal that connects up to the Savannah River. And the boat ramp is open. The ducks look like they're pretty happy. They don't really care about the height of the water, but the park took on some significant damage. I mean, Trees down everywhere. I can hear chainsaws in the background from more people clearing trees down. So here's one potential fishing site for them if I want to. The boat ramp, like all of them are going to be right now, they're going to have a big thick layer of mud on them. So if I had a really heavy boat, I'd be a little bit concerned. I probably would bring the 4-wheel drive out so I have my front tires can catch something if I'm pulling a boat out. But one place I can possibly fish, but like I said, the damage is just pretty extensive here. I'm happy you can get into the park to give people a little bit of relief to get away from everything that's going on. They can still at least get out here and enjoy some outdoors. I also want to keep in mind, everybody, I'm not making light of what happened here by going out and trying to find somewhere to fish. We're trying to get our mind off of the fact that there is so much destruction here, and as everybody knows, fishing is a relaxing hobby, so there's kind of one way for me to get out, get my mind off of everything that's happening right now, and look to happier days when we can get out and go fishing again. So if you are in the area and you do like fishing, you need to get away, Olmsted Park is at least got a boat ramp open, and it looks like you can get to the side if you want to shore fish a little bit here. They're just swimming around having a good old time. One of the things that I will mention about down here is there's a really nice breeze in this area right now. You know, remember, we are in the south, and just because it's beginning of October, the temperatures are still in the upper 70s, lower 80s, mid 80s, and the humidity is up pretty high. So it's still fairly warm here. So if you are in the area and you do want to get a break from it, get a little bit of a breeze, it's an open area, there is a little bit of a breeze coming through down here. But yeah, it's a tough time. There's just trees everywhere, and but if you do want to come down here and do some fishing, it's a good spot right now to go here and relax a little bit. You can see the electric trucks are all over the place. You can see up in the corner over there, they're doing some work on the power lines up there. The one thing that is hopeful you can see right now is a lot of the main areas are getting power. The main streets, they haven't got into the neighborhoods yet. There's still a ton of power lines down all over the place. I mean, just power lines laying on the ground, trees laying on the power lines. So there's just so much more that needs to get done. All right, so the last place we're gonna visit here is the Langley Pond. We just did a video here, not even like a week ago, at Langley Pond. Park is closed. They're using this as the staging ground for all the workers that are out here helping to clean up electrical, whoever it needs to be. So, you know, big shout out, big thanks to them that helping to get the community up and running. So Langley Pond, no fishing, but it's also serving a purpose helping out the community, giving these guys a place to stay. So with that, that's my trek. If you want to go fishing down here in South Carolina, Augusta, probably not a good idea. One spot, that's about it. But on the serious side, you know, we're 7 days out from the storm. I think it's 6 days. Tomorrow will be the 7th day a week. So we're doing pretty good. We're recovering. We're gonna bounce back. Good. And until then, we'll bounce back. Until then, happy fishing somewhere in the U.S. Have a good one.